Man, Corey, you done fucked up, boy. You done fucked up, boy. For one, you got your butt nerve on your skit, and you always talking about somebody's ass or something on your show, bro. You always talking about somebody doing something with that, and you did a skit, a little gay skit. I remember that because I watched the movie with Lavelle Crawford in there. Yeah. The watermelon high shit, yeah. But anyway, it was funny, but still, nigga, you fucked up talking about the 5-year-old, bro. Nigga, who the fuck look at a child when they drinking out of bottle, bro? You, nigga, it's still a child. Of course you gonna be drinking, niggas drink soda trying to get the last drop out they soda, so you over there watching motherfuckers like that, bro? Let alone watching people, bro. My nigga, you watching a child, my nigga, that ain't your child, bro. So you bring your head down here, bro. You done fucked up, man. You know you done fucked up, boy. Cause nigga, ain't no way, ain't no grown man, I don't care what type of comedy you trying to do, my nigga. How you talking about you watched the child long enough for her to get the bottle taken from her, start crying, and for her, one of her parents or uncle, who brother, whatever, came and picked her up and started rocking her till she stopped crying, and you said she's a hoe. Boy, nigga, you out of line, bro. And if I was in front of you, bro, I'd knock your ass out, bro, because you ain't got no hands, my nigga. But you a straight pedo, bro. Looking at a child, period, that ain't yours that long, my nigga, that's pedophile behavior. I don't give a care what type of comedy you on, my nigga. That shit ain't flying, bro.
And it haunts him every
don't
day.
say that, man. Allegedly, we don't know. We just be playing. We just
like, I'm joking. I'm not saying that this makes Corey gay or backdoor. No. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is he obviously had some experiences when he first came to Hollywood.
Right.
And he was willing to do stuff he not willing to do now, and he feel real bad about it. Get over it, man.
And he want to keep it on the low.
They caught you when you first showed up. You know better now.
Son, right? I've never heard anybody mention this but us. The name of the movie is called The Watermelon Heights. I'm going to tell y'all now, if you watch it, it's going to set us as black folks back about 100 years.
No, it's not.
It's one of those... What?
It's going to set us back about 90 minutes. That's how long it is.
Okay.
Sorry. Is that Corey? Is that Corey on his belly?
I don't wait. We have
to. The courthouse coffin?
Son, wait a minute, son. I don't know.
Belly? What happened to him, yo? Why is
what's this nigga ass in there?
Right. What's happened? I'm telling you, this is what happened to Corey. Somebody did it to him.
Allegedly.
Yo, feel bad for Corey, yo. Understand where he coming from, yo. Feel for him, man. Look at him. Look how they got. God damn, yo.
So you like this shit? So,
I don't like this shit, nigga.
Son,
this is wrong.
This is terrible. Hey man, this is nothing.
I feel you. That's why every show is backdooria.
It's backdooria, and
I get it. See how they did him. Anyway, back to so now this lady's gonna judge Corey after all this shit he went through.
Right, early on.
Now understand his trauma.
Right.
And this is all because of your court. You can't blame no women for that. Can't blame black women for that. All of that is you. 30 years later, 35 years later, you've been doing stand-up. You still running around here talking about bitches with stinky pussies. Never mind the fact that if every time you deal with a bitch and her pussy stink, it's got to be you, nigga. You fucking up bitches' pH balance. I've never seen a nigga complain so much about stinky pussy and not think 30 years later, maybe I'm the nigga that's making the pussy stink. Okay, so you're not even the nigga that can get bitches, and you're still paying for abortions.
Now, before Yamanika goes hard on somebody,
she ain't one with Patrice though.
Huh?
She ain't one with Patrice.
Yeah, because Patrice a different animal, yo.
Absolutely.
He's an actual philosopher and a thinker.
Yes.
Corey kind of pretend to be, and he's funny.
Yeah, he's funny,
but he's not a thing. He's regurgitating things.
Yeah. Patrice is one of the great debaters.
Yeah, right. He's straight up debater. Yeah,
and he gonna come with it, and he's funny.
And he's funny on top of it. Yeah. That's his whole comedy style was a debate.
So what you
jokes with the same point of view.
Right.
If you still feel the same way you do at 60 that you felt at 20 and 30,
right,
you wasted a whole lot of years.
random outrage. There's history behind that energy. And this episode, she wasn't playing.
Never mind the fact, you still doing material about paying for abortions. Never mind the fact that you get an abortion pill now for about $5.
Oh, what's this? This might be the 5-year-old.
I think this is it.
5-year-old.
Yeah.
Oh, shit, let me hear it. Turn that shit up.
This past weekend, I saw this little girl. She had a Welch's grape juice bottle in her mouth. And she was about 5. She had the whole bottle, as far as it'll go, just sucking on it, walking with her mama. Somebody said, get that out her mouth. When they took it out her mouth, that baby said, you know when she stopped crying? When a man picked her up and put her in her lap and started bouncing with it. Then she stopped crying and was looking like this. I said, that's a whore.
Or it's a kid
That's a little whore.
who wanted
right
soda.
There. And everybody would say, Corey, what are you talking about? Corey, you crazy. Get the fuck out of here. This little girl was in her bliss with her mouth wide open. She was just, it had the cap on it and everything. They took it out of her mouth.
He ain't out of line, my nigga. You
Having
ain't
these
tough.
damn back
You
and
just a loud
forths,
ass
okay?
punk, nigga.
So let's be
Real.
very, very clear about that. Don't ever come right in there and talk about, Corey Holcomb needs no fucking grace. And that's not no mush, that's a punch.
That's a punch. But also,
Son swung on him twice.
Yeah, dude's going. Yeah, he trying. Son.
Yeah,
And if you notice, during this interview, Godfrey is not saying a lot.
No, he let it go.
Yeah, this is his podcast.
He could definitely pile on. He got a bunch of
no doubt. And on top of that, he has a personal relationship with Corey.
Right, but Godfrey strikes. I've met Godfrey once or twice. He strikes me as an honorable dude.
Oh yeah, stand-up guy. From what we can see, I mean, we don't know him personally.
Right. So it's for the most part, an honorable.
that brother and the rest of the niggas sitting around there looking like they had a damn carnival.
I think
No, they say Corey.
one was a security guard at the club.
Okay.
Her argument was consistency. If you can handle verbal disrespect from a man inches away from you,
But don't be mad at us because we not supporting the shit that he's promoting, which is saying that a 14-year-old and a 15-year-old and a 16-year-old is a woman that you need to utilize her body because she's ready to be a mother. Like, we ain't going that far off the fucking hill.
there's something fascinating happening in the comedy world right now. And if you watch the latest episode,
So, do you think all of this?
If you're looking to learn how to trade, a community.
This whole thing with his downfall is self-inflicted.
Hell fucking yeah. Corey just feel like that because he don't know no kids. He never met he don't know his children. So he don't know.
Yeah, he got children, but
he don't fuck with them, so he don't know babies cry
right
when you take stuff out their mouth.
And why would he be looking at a 5-year-old baby? Because that's a baby,
right?
In that manner, or in that way, to try to come with a.
It was all unreal for him because he had never been around kids, even though he got them. He don't fuck with his kids, so he never seen shit like that.
Then a man picked her up and started shaking her on his knee, and she was like, I said, that's a whore. That's a little whore. It's just Corey Holcomb crazy. I almost want to go back and ask about that little girl and do a documentary on her life. So one day I can show I know what I'm talking about. But in this society, I'm a bad guy.
as Yamanika pointed out, there was no joke structure there. No.
Yeah, it's definitely in this society. But if you was in like under Sharia law or something, you'd be good. He'd be good.
Yeah, we're in the United States.
If he was in Afghanistan, I think he could do. Yeah, that's
don't.
As Yamanika pointed out, there was no joke structure there, no punchline, no clever twist. She zeroed in on something deeper. Why is your mind going there in the first place? Why are you staring at a young individual long enough to build a bit around it? And her larger argument wasn't just about that one clip. It was about a pattern. She framed Corey as someone who has built her career on degradation, especially towards women. and who now seems shocked that the culture is pushing back.
What do you think about that one? Oh boy.
That was so cringy. Why are you staring that hard at a 5-year-old girl? To even notice it enough to even have the bit.
Drinking.
He said a 5-year-old girl. You know, he from the land too.
What land, son?
Bulgaria.
Here's why.
That's extreme.
Here's why I come on here and I say some of the things that I say, right? Because what's dangerous about what he's doing, aside from the fact that obviously he is sexualizing a 5-year-old child, whether it is a little girl or little boy, he is sexualizing a child. Not to mention the fact that we just watched a clip where he's already justifying at 14 years old that the child is ready to be a woman and a mother and all this other stuff. So that means 9 years from now, the little girl got to worry about him, but it sounds like she got to worry about him today at 5 years old.
Ouch.
It's the way in which some of these guys are predators, and they immediately try to blame the victim of their predatorization, right? So you're looking at this little girl, and the way none of this stuff would have even come to my mind when I saw a 5-year-old, it's crazy, right? The way that came to your mind, and then you decided to go ahead and do some type of research, I guess, then you're going to present this as some type of TED Talk, as if there's some type of urgency that we need to address little 5-year-old girls drinking Welch's grape juice, and first of all, never mind the fact that probably the man that picked her up was a father. Okay, you're sexualizing this little girl, and it's because she is a whore. It's because she's ready to suck dick. She ready to fucking suck and luck. And now you want to do a documentary on this little girl to find out so that you can prove that you're right. If you took this amount of energy and forethought,
She's smoking.
She's smoking. She's
smoking.
She's smoking his boots.
Yeah. She's smoking. That's a deep thought to think about. Like, I always thought it was weird. I think I said on some of our other videos, when he said it, I did feel like, where's your mind going? What are you thinking? But for her to break down the mentality of, I'll say, an abuser, but when she's talking about older men who do sexualize young people, to sort of put the responsibility on the victim,
Right.
I ain't no psychiatrist. I think that it sounds pretty accurate.
Yeah. No. She dropped
it. Because then it makes it, okay, let's say, for instance, were you to act on these thoughts, we ain't gonna call them jokes, we ain't gonna call them whatever.
Right, because it wasn't a joke.
We don't know if it was a joke or not. We definitely know it was a thought. All right. So let's say you acted on these thoughts. It makes it easier if she's you understand what I'm saying?
Right.
She's already
it's presented.
He's already dehumanized and sexualized the young person. So yeah, that's some deep shit. Go ahead, Yamanika.
And also when he said the statement that he makes, like you said, it wasn't in like a humorous way. I don't know if he was trying to be funny or not.
No, that's his style.
You can hear a pin drop in there though. Nobody laughed. Nobody responded like, ha.
You went too far.
Yeah, it was just quiet. Yeah, just like, yo, God.
Yeah, you should have ran that by somebody. You should have done that open.
Nah, you shouldn't. No, you shouldn't. Keep that thought to yourself, man.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, you should.
Yeah.
What kind of thoughts are you having? You should check yourself out if you have a thought like that.
Right.
But, I mean.
It's Corey.
It's Corey. No holds barred comedy. From that Patrice O'Neal school of thought. Like I told you, that's another thing. If he a Patrice disciple, Patrice preaches.
He wants to do a documentary on a 5-year-old that he ran into that was drinking Welch's juice. Not a documentary on the state of black men in this current administration. Not any comedy that's talking about anything that's happened with this current administration. Not any comedy that's talking about what it's like to be a black man at his current age and time in a world that's slowly but surely leaving him behind because he refuses to get on board with the times. You're putting your hands on women. Everything out of your mouth is disparaging. And then put the video up of him with the Anton Daniels nigga. How long can y'all pull that up? Right. So you're available to talk.
When Anton styled on him.
And you'll meet me out back, man. slap me in the...
5-year-old girls and be disrespectful to them. Never mind the fact you're not going to tell us who this little girl is, because I almost know that if you was close to the little girl like that, you know her father, and you know her father would come for you, right? So now it's this phantom little black girl he done run into out of nowhere, right? But you're sitting there with a nigga telling you that you got a figurative dick in your mouth, and you're gonna sit there and run back and forth with him, but never once out of all the shit that the nigga said to you did you get to the point where you put your hands on him. But now we gotta believe that whatever this woman said that you mushed up, you saying you mushed her, you didn't punch her, we gotta believe that what she was saying was so atrocious that you couldn't prevent putting your hands on her. But a nigga sat right 2 feet 2 inches away from you, told you was sucking the dick of all black America, and you just went
twice. He said, "Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did."
was screaming match you and Carl Winslow. Could you get the video?
Carl Winslow.
She called Anton Carl Winslow?
Yeah, don't diss Anton.
Yeah. Nah, man, that Anton cool.
Yeah, we fucks with Anton a little bit, not too much.
Yeah,
you can't trust nobody
not no more.
Later, the Christina Payne incident.
That's your girl, son.
The footage shows Corey leaving an
a long time ago, long.
Yeah.
turning back and putting hands on her. Debate the context all you want. Yamanika's stance was simple. If you talk for a living and words are your weapon, why did you escalate to hands? Especially when we've all seen him sit face to face with Anton Daniels being called someone who sucks the D of Black America.
Because, you know, niggas, when they go back to tell a story about how they fought somebody, it's always, oh, I told the nigga this, I told the nigga that. And it was like, really? Because we all watch you, nigga, tell him nothing. Both of y'all was sitting there circling around like two little fat play school buddies.
Boy, and then Corey love them kids, bro. I'm talking about on another level, boy. And then Corey is sick than a motherfucker. Sick, bro.
About being attracted to children. Yeah, one day I was living with this lady, and her daughters crawled in the bed, and I ain't have on shit. Yeah. I was up under the cover. And I was like, oh, shit. And one of her daughters was like, her daughter was, she was in high school. I think she was 15. Still not legal.
Dude, like
you just can't tell your true thoughts. Yeah. Her daughter was gonna be thick like her mama. I know that much. Kid pussy, that's the best put. I'm saying. Kid pussy, that's the best put. I'm saying. When I was in Iceland, you don't have to be no 18. I think it was 13, maybe 14.
Yeah,
that's a the vagina been on this planet 14 years. I've said this before on the show. Also, do you know if a woman 16 years old gives you a baby, that is going to be 16, 17, 18, 19. That is going to be one of the healthiest babies possible. This past weekend, I saw this little girl. She had a Welch's grape juice bottle in her mouth.
Like, what else is...
And she was about 5. She had the whole bottle as far as it'll go.
Why you
just sucking on it. Walking with her mama. Somebody said, get that out her mouth. When they took it out her mouth, that baby said,
still looking.
You know when she stopped crying? When a man picked her up and put her in her lap and started bouncing with her. Then she stopped crying and was looking like this. I said, that's a little growing right there. And he wants that to stop. He wants that, you reacting and talking about that to stop. But unfortunately for Corey, it's not going to stop because there's nothing he could do about it.
Boy, this
but he's speaking due to some bad advice. He's speaking as if he already has it figured out and the money has already... But
this boy did his own research, ain't nobody finna send you no money, you pedophile, nigga. You better go on for somebody slap you, bro. For real, nigga, all that you talking. Looking at kids like you crazy, nigga. You boy, nigga, you better go on, bro. I never like niggas like you, bro. I'll beat your ass just because, nigga, for real, bro. I don't give a fuck who you call, nigga. Ghostbusters, police, who. I kick your ass, bro. Looking at these kids like that, bro, for real.
see these bloggers and they have a significant following, I would say at least 500 or more. Really, I want more than that. Matter of fact, if they got over 1,000 people listening to them, I want you to send an email to that address. This is where we're collecting them, where I'm going to collect my money. I think we need to have a big 5150 party after they have to start sending checks to me. And I'm talking about, I am so glad I did this research to find out about this stuff. But here's another thing about leading a law. Abe, you know what video I'm talking about, right? Listen, I want to say this again. I believe that Kevin Samuels, the late, great Kevin Samuels, was a great philosophizer.
You won't get a dime, not a penny. All right, not 1 ounce of penny of my money. I promise you that, bruh. And I'm gonna show everybody else how they can make sure you won't get a penny of their money.
Nika Sanders, I heard of that.
They put him up there.
Yeah, they put Jada up there.
Yeah, she was at the Comedy Store. She had a
Yamanika, I heard of that.
Yeah, you know Yamanika.
Which one is that? Yeah, that's so f***ed up. I see people. I remember faces. I'm terrible with names. But who is the other girl?
Yamanika. She played in Amy Schumer's joint. She was
Pull up a picture of Yamanika. Wait, is she from New York?
Yes. No.
Is this another
from Boston?
This is in it. Don't put that up there.
Why? What?
I just realized that's that. Somebody sent me something. Talking shit about me.
Just Niche killed too.
You funny as hell. Yeah. You can put a picture of this up there. Let everybody see this unchosen.
To Just Niche.
It's okay. Where was Just Niche? Dang it.
Niche was at the Improv with
Look at this. This got to be funny how she looked. Look at this. That's
On the 5150 show, he called her fixated on her elbows and dismissed her as unchosen. He suggested she needed a sponsor, a man to steer her career. He even implied that the only attention she got was because he mentioned her. So the heart of this beef was never just about jokes, it was about legitimacy. Yamanika questioned his creative stagnation. Corey questioned her appearance and worth. Fast forward to 2026, Yamanika's main issue now isn't that 15-year critique. It's what she sees as a moral line being crossed. She alleges Corey made inappropriate comments about a 5-year-old girl and called her a name. She also questions why he constantly brings up child marriage ages in other countries, bluntly asking why such thoughts even occupy his mind. This is an edgy comedy. It's disturbing, and she made that clear on her live. That pigeon metaphor wasn't random. It was her way of signaling that she sees him as grimy and untrustworthy. She also went after his fan base, calling them a legion of men financially supporting what she considers toxic content. And that's where it gets messy. Attacking the audience means you're not just fighting the comic, you're taking on the entire scene. Meanwhile, Corey's attacks continue to stay personal.
She had great shows.
Yeah.
She was talking shit about me, and I ain't never even met.
You've definitely met her before.
I ain't never met that. I ain't never did nothing that talking shit about me. But it was a lot of talking shit about me when me and the mild nigga got into it.
Donnell?
Yeah, when we got into it, man, it was people that I ain't even know, and they was saying, that said, I've been doing the same show.
You have.
For 15 years. And anybody who comes see me know it's a different show.
He keeps going after her weight and appearance, framing her as jealous. He suggests her relevance exists only because of him. The contrast couldn't be clearer. Yamanika zeroes in on behavior and character. Corey zeroes in on physical digs and dismissal. Now here's where the nuance comes in. On Hype Plus, Yamanika wasn't just venting in anger. She admitted Corey is funny. She acknowledged he has a real fan base. She even said it would be foolish to deny his talent. But at the same time, she called his fat B-word insults low-hanging fruit, the kind of shots men throw when they can't actually counter a woman's argument.
You get a lot of that attention on the male side of the game. There's a lot of men. You have your Corey Holcombs. You have even Aries at times with other topics. He'll say some stuff.
I want to say something about the Corey Holcomb thing real quick. My goal is never to be negative. Even with him, with Ari Spears, or the comments that they said, you know, they got upset about with Tiffany. Some of the people I know, right? There's no goal in to be negative, but we do come on here to make commentary about things that are happening. So I'm doing my job by making commentary. When we have people going to the comments, oh, you don't want no smoke from Corey Holcomb, you want 51. Listen, the man went on his podcast and called me a fat bitch. Now, there's a lot of stuff that I have ignored, right? Yeah. What I don't want to get into the habit of is when I feel pressed about saying something, I'm going to say something. There's no reason for you to call me a fat bitch, especially when you try to pretend like you didn't know who I was. Right. And especially when you could just have a conversation with me. And any attack that you think I may have been making on somebody else, listen, it is up to Tiffany and it's up to Aries. If they want to say something to me, they can say something to me. Right. And I understand, I respect that I'm having commentary about them. Him getting involved unnecessarily just to be whoever he continues to be is also problematic.
And she widened the lens. She called out the disappointment in black male comics who spend their energy tearing down black women. She highlighted the double standard. When black men are loud and confrontational, they're real. When a black woman is, she's labeled a problem. That's the undercurrent here. Timing matters too. Yamaneika just dropped her special, White, boosting her visibility. Public support, especially after this latest flare-up, seems to be leaning in her favor. For now, she's looking like the people's champion. But let's not sugarcoat it. This isn't simple. Yamaneika is combative. Corey is combative. Both are dominant personalities. Both escalate. The difference right now is optics. When children are involved, audiences draw a harder line. That's what shifted this from a comedy beef to moral outrage. There's also a broader sadness here. The black comedy scene often gets criticized for tearing itself apart in public. Watching two veterans reduce each other to insults and accusations reinforces that narrative. At the same time, it shows something else. Yamaneika refuses to shrink. Historically, women in comedy, especially...
Say this live on a podcast.
This nigga Corey want to spoon with your kids and shit. Boy, this nigga a new motherfucker Epstein for real.
Insane. I'm gonna let y'all hear some of these clips on what Corey been saying. I'm gonna also show a clip of that whole Michael Jordan thing and what most people think that he... Check this out.
I'm like that. Is that
sure. Check this out.
Can you get charged if you spoon a child? Get behind him, make him take all his clothes off, and you hug him like that. Is that
pretty sure. Yes, Graham.
What is
pretty
that?
Sure.
Not no penetration. Just
doesn't have to be penetration. It's so you can't be
love.
You can. Okay.
What if it's a stepchild?
Okay, I don't know where we're going with this, but
I'm just asking. They got these charges. I'm trying to see what the charges gonna be.
The wedding ring.
Somebody called me Corey Kelly because I said spoon.
Oh, good one.
I would never.
Or Corey Epstein.
Spoon a child. I'm asking what happens if you do it. It's called research. Please keep this piece of tape for future references. I'm telling you now, when they go after me, they get dirt like a... I'm here to tell you, they go through my computer, they gonna be like, Corey, like... what else can I put out there?
Snacks.
I mean, them are big in the child. I'm gonna check my browser. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. That woman is like at a point in her life where she is. It's just nobody likes to say shit like that in America because you can get in trouble for that. Now, I don't want no woman that's 16, 17, 18 because of the laws and because of the mental state she's in. When I was in Iceland, hey, you don't have to be no 18. I think it was 13, maybe 14. Yeah. That's the vagina been on this planet
14 years. I've said this before on the show also. Do you know if a woman 16 years old gives you a baby, that is going to be 16.
That man sat here and said a 14, 15, and 16-year-old girl is at her prime to give you a kid.
I don't like niggas like
and the crazy thing is that so many men think like this. And that's the crazy part. And then he goes on to say this.
Now, have I seen some fine-ass young girls? Boy, let me tell you something. Go up into one of these college campuses and see how they dress and walk and talk.
Men who are comfortable with always being around young girls would date children. And I have always said that and always will say that.
At age, they've been on the planet long enough. They're in their prime developmental-wise to...
We ain't done. Got some more nastiness to show y'all.
Developmental-wise to...
We ain't done. Got some more nastiness to show y'all. But never in my life have I ever thought, what would happen if I spooned a little one? I have never asked that question to anyone. Hell, I ain't asked it to myself. Because people think some crazy shit that they will never say or ask another person. I ain't even asked myself no shit like that. I haven't even thought of anything like that. Why would I even think that? Sometimes I don't even like watching this kind of shit because why would that even be a thought? Yo, will I go to jail if I decide to spoon a little one? What would happen? Say, yo, for research purposes, I need to know if I'm going to go to jail for that or not.
The mind of Corey.
I ain't never even thought something like that. And those next two clips were those next two clips was basically him talking about how ripe they are at a certain age. And that right there just kind of makes you think about adrenochrome. It makes you think about the more really dark demonic stuff that's been coming out in these files and how really perverted men, they like young girls.
Now we know who you been giving them $200 to. Them young girls, they'll take that little $200. Them kids, they'll take that to go buy them some jars and some shoes and all that shit. Like you said, you quick to pay that.
Them nasty uncles in your family, how they always joking about young girls.
Always looking at
but in their mind, they are doing wild stuff and imagining, sick shit. That's what it reminds me of. Because if you feel like a girl is ripe at a very, young age, if you feel like that is her prime to give you a child. And I mean, he said something about them being at those ages, the baby is going to come out as healthy as it ever will be. Which just doesn't even make sense. Or maybe that was a part of the clip that I'm about to show y'all in a second. Because I think him and old dude was having a back and forth. Poetic Flacco, they was having a little back and forth about the whole situation.
This past weekend, I saw this little girl. She had a Welch's grape juice bottle.
Nigga, Corey Holcomb gone, man. This dude asked Corey Holcomb to let Corey Holcomb know that it was his daughter's birthday. This the shit this nigga say to your child. Her 16th birthday. Listen to this pervert, nigga.
Check this out.
Corey, wish my baby happy 16th birthday. Aww. Hell, she ain't yours, so this is easy. She turned her sweet 16 Saturday. Hey, what's up? Make sure, hey, look, I don't know her name. Isabella. What is her name? Dita 605? Dita 605? Listen. I want to wish your daughter a happy birthday. Her sweet 16. It's a beautiful age. And you make sure you and your daughter have counseling so that if she's broke, cat daddies like me ain't in that ass by the time she's 21 through 30. Because if you don't bring them up right, I'm going to be with them on their birthday. I was at the mall with the little broke bitch. We was in Victoria's Secret. And I'm sitting there at the counter. I'm like, what's up? She needs to get measured for a bra. She never been measured for a bra. And she want to have the right size on instead of the Walmart bras. And the lady was like, oh, that is so sweet. Is this your daughter? I said, I'm standing up in this little bitch.
Oh my God.
And it wasn't a laugh when I said that. It wasn't a laugh. The lady looked like, I was like, I got a couple of dollars. I get to smash. Look cute young girls like this, they come from poverty. I'm standing up in them. Do you need a bra, bitch? My brother's daughter
first time getting a bra
was with a group of us. We were at the hotel because my mom was in town. D, was you there?
Yep, I brought the cake.
I know how to do babies.
It was super cute though.
Everybody was trying to get her attention, but she wouldn't do nothing but hug her daddy because she didn't know us like that.
It's true.
I didn't pay her no attention. I just kept looking away. But I talk, my voice carries, and she kept looking.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, what happened, D?
She went right to him. It was almost like,
I'm the one wasn't paying her no attention.
And everybody like this, what? Like,
you know what that told me?
What?
She gonna be getting dick put up in her.
Oh, God, why did I know it was gonna take a bad turn?
I will not be defeated. Family ties must not rule over the business of the 5150.
This man said, cat daddies like me gonna get up in him. You know he old and perverted. He calling himself a cat daddy. But he is really giving you a lot of insight to how a lot of men think. It's not just Corey. I mean, we know there are some very perverted men right in your family. It ain't gotta have nothing to do with somebody who's famous, who's in the industry. Hell, I watch a lot of true crime, and I've watched too many stories of them family members or extended uncles, extended cousins, raping the niece, the young cousin, and had a whole relationship with her. And they ain't gotta be white, they ain't gotta be Mexican, it's all of them.
Man, forget that, man. Corey, you a pedophile, bro. You through, man. Ain't nobody got nothing else to say to you, my nigga. You out of there, bro. Internet finna do what they do with you, bro. You straight out of there, my nigga. You done jumped off the ledge, nigga, for real. You disrespectful and you a pedophile, bro. Real niggas ain't got nothing to say to you no more, nigga. U.A.T.S.P for real, bro.